Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Force here. Today we're going to be taking another look at Path of Exile. This is the upcoming hack and slash action RPG from Grinding Gear Games. It's a free-to-play game that is going to be entering open beta in the very near future. Now I admittedly haven't played this game a ton since the last video, which came out, I want to say about a week and a half or 2 weeks ago. I think time's just a blur for me. But it came out not too long ago. I did a first 40 at this game, and I wanted to revisit it just because it is just about to go into open beta. I'm sure a lot of people are excited about this game and would like to see a little bit more gameplay before they get to try it out themselves. So right now we're just a couple days away from that event. It's going to be taking place on January 23rd. Open beta will commence and you will get to play this wonderful title. So let's just take a look at some more gameplay, talk a little bit more about the game. Now, like I just said, I really haven't played it a ton since the last video. Not for any reason, not because I don't like the game, but simply because I haven't had the time. Things have started picking up, although overall it's a slow time of year. We've got a bunch of new games coming out that I've been taking a look at before release and stuff. But anyways, let's go ahead and focus on this game. Hack and slash action RPG goodness. I'd like to make a little correction to the last video. I talked about gems and them leveling up. Gems do not level up on use, they just level up by having them equipped and killing things. So as I gain XP, or as I kill things, my gems across the board get XP, and then they level up. I also have a little bit of an answer as to why you would not want to level up a gem, or why you can't level up some gems. You can see right now I've got a gem that I cannot level up. That is Phase Run, this little ability that makes me go a little bit quicker here. And I can't level that up because I don't meet the requirements, basically the required dexterity, which I don't really have much of because I am a caster. So there you go. That is a little bit more explanation as to how the gems work in terms of leveling them, not leveling them. And these guys resist fire, so let me go ahead and focus on doing some cold damage to them. I'm showing you a new area a little bit further than where we were in the last video. Kind of have in the process of leaving the whole beach scene and making our way into the jungle, sort to speak. Although I think this is like a mountain pass that we are at the moment. I believe that's what it is. So we're just gonna make our way up here and again show you some more gameplay. Once again, I know a lot of people are really excited for this game. I'm really excited for more people to get to play it. I think they've done a really good job. I talked about it. Oh, I got some skill points here. Let me go ahead and put that. I'm going to focus on cold damage primarily, so we're going to go ahead and put that in the cold damage. I mentioned the game's, just talking about its combat in the last video, I mentioned a little bit of a sluggishness to this game, meaning that it's just not as quick and responsive in terms of combat. Now, people responded to me saying it gets more responsive later on as you get things like increased attack speed, and you get gems that alter items that you have, so like doubling and stuff like that. You can have gems that you sort of not really stack, but you link them together, and it makes the spell that you're linking it with more effective through various means. Yeah, I understand that that's the case. Like, I understand over time you get crazy attack speed and stuff like that, but that's not really what I was talking about. I do want to be fair with these titles, and although I admittedly have not played the later games, so I can't really speak to it, and I don't know if I'm really going to get around to that point at any given time, but it's not so much attack speed that I'm talking about. It's just more about combat, just feeling tight and responsive. Again, that's not directly related to attack speed, but it's not that big of a deal, especially in a free-to-play game, and I do think this is a really high-quality title as well, and that's why I've visited it so many times. We took a look at it quite a bit back in the summer of 2011, which seems like forever ago now, and we've revisited it now twice within the past month, so I definitely think it's a game worth your time if you like this genre. What is he resisting? He's resistant to every damage I could do to him right now, so we're just gonna throw everything at him. And get the kill one way or the... Oh, great, you dropped me a rusted... Unbelievable. All that work for nothing, huh? Okay, these guys again are resistant to fire. And they build charges. Oh, we can now level up our Firestorm, making that more effective. And we're just slaying a bunch of skeletons as we make our way here up. Ooh, and I actually am going to grab that offhand. The offhand I have right now increases my spell damage, but so does this one, and this one's got a blue slot. So we're gonna grab this. The other reason I want to grab this is because I've got this sweet chest piece that I couldn't wear before because I would have been replacing one of my blue spells. I could have, but I didn't want to get rid of my spell. So we're gonna go ahead and swap this gem, put it right here, and we're gonna put this chest piece on. Really awesome here. Increased evasion and energy shield, cold resist, increased block, reflects physical damage to melee attackers as well. Plus it's got a nice evasion rating and energy shield. I think it's pretty good. Although this one, yeah, this one's got more energy shield, but still, this is definitely a nicer item. I don't know, we're just going to stick with this. I just want to wear yellows, to be honest with you. I don't know if that's a quality enough reason. I just want to wear a yellow item. And I'm also going to show you a couple things here. I grabbed this ring, which is pretty cool. I want to show you some of the orbs and stuff. So there's a lot of item modification in this game through things like these orbs. So we've got the Orb of Alteration, which reforges a magic item with a new random magic properties. So let me see if I've got a magic item that has properties that I don't really care for. Increased rarity of item found, increased evasion and energy shield. Well, that's okay. Energy shield, 64 life regeneration per minute. Let's try doing that one. So we're going to go ahead and give put this on this magic item and reforge its magical abilities. Okay, let me try. Maybe need to be in here. Make sure it's the right item type. Oh, you know what? That's not a magical item. I apologize. Yeah, that is not a magical item. This one is 16 maximum life. Let's try doing this. Okay, 7% increased attack speed, 9 to armor. Alright, well, cool. More attack speed, sure, that's good, I can deal with that. Upgrades a normal item to a magic item, so let's go ahead and try this one. So this is the Orb of Transmutation. We got a coral amulet right there, let's upgrade that to a magic item. Okay, is this not... There we go. Okay, so awesome. So I got 65 life regeneration per minute. I also gain 4 life gained when I kill an enemy and 16 to maximum mana. So pretty cool stuff. You can also improve the quality of armor and enchant a magic item with a new random property. So why don't we do that on, put this ring here. So I don't know if this is not considered magic because it's more rare than a normal magic one. We'll see. Okay, so maybe that's not, maybe it needs to be for a legendary. I'm not sure. Let's just try a normal magic item. Let's try this amulet that we just had. Okay, I don't. Enchants a magic item with a new random property. I'm not sure why. I'm not entirely sure why that's not working, but whatever. Improves the quality of an armor. So again, as you can see, there's all sorts of different things. We also have these little shards, which you'll get them from selling items. You'll get basically pieces that work their way up to a full orb. So I've got a few alteration shards, which will change themselves into an orb of alteration, a few transmutation shards, which will eventually become an orb of transmutation. Also got an orb of augmentation, and the armor's scrap improves the quality, again, improves the quality of an armor. But anyways, that's enough of that. But there's a lot of item enhancement in this game. The other thing I really like about this game is the looting is just fantastic. That's something else that I thought Torchlight 2 did very well in this space, and something that I think Diablo 3 actually failed in. I didn't really feel the excitement when getting gear in Diablo 3. I didn't really feel the excitement in getting gear in Diablo 3 just because I never really felt like good gear dropped. I think a lot of that had to do with the implementation of the auction house, and I think that's a statement that a lot of people will agree with. The existence of the auction house curbed down in-game drops for the sake of trying to get you to use it, and as a result, actually playing the game wasn't as fun and wasn't as beneficial, to say the least, as actually playing around with the auction house. So yeah, I think the gear in this game, it's always really exciting when you see yellow drop, and it's usually a good item for you. So again, you can see this whole bartering system that's in place as opposed to a standard, I give you items, you give me currency like gold or septims or whatever. Instead, they give you scraps. So I've got scroll fragments and alteration shard fragments. And I'll accept that barter, and I'll get those instead. And then if I want to purchase items, it works the same way. I have to use fragments or items like Scroll of Wisdom to get this, or Orb of Transmutation to get that, just as examples. Okay, and what is this scrap? This is scroll fragment scrap. It's gonna go right here. Just get my stuff nice and organized over here. And we'll make our way back out to the ledge. So yeah, I'll probably just run this video for, I don't know, 15-20 minutes. Once again, just for the sake of showing you guys some more gameplay from this game. The coolest thing, too, is that it's free to play. Aside from the open beta-ness that's about to occur, once the game is live, it's no reason not to play it, unless you don't like it. But I mean, you know, you don't have to worry about, there's no upfront cost and no subscription fee, nothing crazy like that. Pay to win, well, as they always say, I guess no company wouldn't say this, but they are saying that there is not going to be pay to win. That's not going to be part of the game. So apparently you won't have to worry about that. As far as I could tell, at least at the moment, the only things that you can even purchase are additional character slots and I think increased storage capacity. So there's like a big chest in town, basically, where you can store a lot of stuff and you can purchase more space in there. Right now, that's all I saw. There might be adding more. I would assume that they're adding more to the game eventually, but right now that's all you can actually purchase. So, and that guy, open chest, and hopefully we'll get some good loot here while actually playing, just to show you guys. That'd be great. But again, it's the notion, it's the simple notion, and it seems so basic, but it's the simple notion that if you're going to have these specialty items, or these high rarity items, they should be, for all intents and purposes, upgrades, and they should be stuff that people are excited about, maybe not even to use on their main character, but to use for an alt, or to give to a friend, or something like that. It seems like a pretty basic formula to nail, and again, unfortunately, I didn't really get that feeling from D3. Although out of all the games of this type, D3 had the best combat as far as I'm concerned. I just enjoyed it the most. But this game's combat's good as well, so. So those guys resist chaos, and this thing right here. Jeez, a crow! Oh, don't stand next to that. Holy moly. Well, that is great. It just goes to show you, you don't pay attention for 2 seconds, and that'll happen. Okay, well, we're gonna wrap our way back around. We'll take that thing out. You know the funniest thing? I think that's my first death on this character, and it happens to a totem. Like, what? That's so funny. So funny and so fail, but also so fantastic. This game has moments like that early on, where you can just get beasted. And I guess the guy at the end of this act is supposed to be pretty ridiculous as well. I'm pretty sure I got to him back when I played the game again in the summer of 2011, but I don't really remember what he was like. I don't remember him being that bad. Anyways, let's see here. Well, first of all, I don't want to walk over there. I don't want to be aggroing more guys. Let me take out these guys because it does not appear like they're getting resurrected. And I'll take out the... Look at this thing. This is hilarious. It's great. I love it. Like, this is great that this is actually even remotely challenging. Okay, we got it. We got it. We got it. All right, awesome. Well,
I need more mana.
Aside from looking like a fool, that was a lot of fun. All right, let's go ahead and use up some of these flasks here, these refilling flasks, another system that I really like about this game. You don't have to constantly be picking up orbs on the ground, and you don't have to constantly be purchasing new potions. You have these flasks which refill when you kill things, and on top of that, the flasks themselves can give you benefits, like this one, 100% increased recovery when on low life, dispels frozen and chilled. Like, that's awesome. Increased recovery time. Get out of my face. This one's increased recovery time, 33% reduced recovery speed, 46 increased stun recovery during flask effect. So not only do they turn this mundane system of chugging health and mana potions into something that you can constantly keep, but they've added additional, like, strategical element to it as well. In the fact that you've got things that sort of like assist you with being crowd controlled, for example. These guys resist fire, so I don't know why I'm continuously using fire on them. I'm gonna round these guys up here, see if we can go for some AoE action. The skeleton corral. Alright, so we're just gonna lay it on them here. I'm gonna level up. We got some a little more difficult enemies, but don't know if they're probably not called elites. It's probably better name for him. Fire, resist fire, using it on a fire dude. I know it doesn't make sense. Just sort of happens sometimes. And my bag is full. So, take a look here. Do I got any junk? Yeah, that's junk. Grab that. And I suppose it would make more sense to keep some of this stuff on the bottom, yeah? Orb transmutation. Transmutation shard. This is alteration. And got that. Whetstones, which improves the quality of a weapon. Guess we can throw that on my, let's throw a whetstone here. There you go, quality +1, let's do it again. Quality 2%, oh yeah, 2% more quality, just like that. I know you guys are impressed. Don't act like you ain't seen that impressiveness. We're gonna keep moving a little bit more. I'll wait till I completely fill this up, and look at this, we've got the rocky climb. Adrian! Okay, well I guess we'll just wrap up this video. Again, the sake of this was just to show you a little bit more Path of Exile gameplay. And hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Once again, open beta begins in just a few days, so definitely if you have even the slightest interest, give it a look, man. There's absolutely no reason not to. Open beta of a free-to-play game, give it a shot. If you like it, man, you're in a good place for once it goes live, because I'm pretty sure the final character wipe is happening right before open beta, and then we will not have to deal with any more character wipes after that fact. Level up my cold snap here, and that means you'll be able to get a head start on official launch of this game if you like it. So there you go. Thanks again for watching, guys. If you like the content, please subscribe. Once again, this has been Force. Obviously, you know that because you're here, you're watching, and it's a great channel. Be sure to subscribe, keep watching, and keep owning. Some fools up here attacking me. Look at this thing. What is this thing? A Dune Hellion? A Goatman Shaman? Ha! Child's play.